Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you a technique that I have for making a beautiful piece of crinkled leather for the cheapest way that I've ever found. I start with a shelf liner. Now I got this from the dollar store, from Dollarama, and it cost $3.50, and it looks like this. It's a nice big roll of it, and it is textured though, and I'll show you how to get rid of that texture and give it the nice crinkly pattern. So this is a real piece that I am working on, and I just wanted to show you the technique while I was actually doing it. Now, what I've got here is I've got my iron. It is set to, I think it's, would call it medium heat. I have been spoiled by a digital iron set to polyester, and a piece of wax paper. That's all it is. I've already used this to do a couple of other, well, there's this one piece and another piece, and I have to do this third piece. And here's how to do it. Now, it is, obviously, I've got an iron and I've got a piece of wax paper. You can guess what I'm going to do with it. Now, my tabletop here is a piece of drywall. I had an extra piece. I put it down over the table so that I wouldn't wreck it with paint or scratches or anything like that. And I really, really like it. And especially since I can iron on it. Now you got to make sure that you push fairly hard on it to get all of that texture out of here. Peel off the wax paper right away, and while it is still warm, crinkle it. Now you can do this in varying amounts, okay? You could do it really tight or you could do it really loose. It depends on what your resulting pattern you want. If you want it to be even more dramatic, you hold it until it cools. There we go. Now, if it doesn't look quite right, you can always do it some more. You just have to be aware, though, that ironing it will compress it down because it is technically a bit of foam. It's very, very thin, but it is a foam. Kind of missed some of the corner here. There we go. So now that I've shown you that technique, I'm going to do an experiment on the leather myself. I'm just going to take a scrap piece, turn it into the leather, and then do some paint tests on it. Now, of course, I'm going to add some Kwikseal to it to make sure that the paint is flexible, because leather does need to be flexible usually. And we'll see how well it, first of all, adheres to this, and see how well the crinkle pattern comes through. I think this is going to look really, really neat because we've got the black leather, which is visible through the gold paint just with the one layer of it. And I encountered this with the Wonder Woman shield that I made as well. And I ended up only doing one layer of gold paint, I think, because the color of the plasti dip coming through just made it look nice and old. I got this from Michael's. It is a multi-surface premium ultra bright metallic paint. And it was pretty inexpensive as well. I think it was actually $3.50 too. And I have made it 3-to-1 with Kwikseal. So 1 Kwikseal and 3 parts paint, and added just a little bit of water to make it more workable. So now that the paint has dried, and I have been just working with this little piece of leather here, and not a single flake has come off of this stuff. It's stayed on perfectly well. It's not cracking. It's still really flexible. And in fact, the more that I have been crumpling it up here, the more it looks like proper leather. You can see that it's really, really got the texture there. The color comes through really nicely, and yeah, I'm just really happy to be able to demonstrate this. And so if you guys enjoyed that, please like and subscribe and all that stuff that the YouTubers always say. And I don't know what's going to be coming next, but if I find anything that is interesting, I'll be sure to let you know.